Hi, Chef Wukan here. How are you today on a Sunday afternoon? Beautiful day today. Today I decided to be kind of really informal, and I was thinking about a dish that I was going to make tonight for dinner, and I decided to do all the preparation, which, as a matter of fact, that takes the longest when you're doing a stir-fry dish. And today I'll be making clams with black bean sauce. Okay? Now these are little neck, top neck clams. All right? And I got it at Costco. I feel that Costco provides good value. All right? So I washed it a couple of times to get any kind of debris on the outside. And I threw away any clams that were open. All right? I have scallion here. And I used about one bunch of scallion, which consists of 3 or 4, depending on the size, 4 stalks of scallion. And I chopped it up into about 1-inch pieces, 1.5-inch pieces. I have ginger. This is preserved ginger that I used a little Shaoxing wine because I was going to use the whole root when I was making a dish. So this keeps it moist. And I have like 4 cloves of garlic that have been crushed. Okay? Now the essence of clams with black bean sauce is obviously the black beans. Now these black beans I bought dry. So I had to add water, rinsed it off a little bit, and then I'll smash it. But these days, you can actually buy black bean sauce in a sauce, and it's already made for you. So you just have use about 1 tablespoon, all right, in this recipe. We'll add to the black beans oyster sauce, and we'll use about 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Shaoxing wine, we'll use about maybe 4 tablespoons of Shaoxing wine, or red or white wine, or Chardonnay or Pinot Grigio. I'll add a little light soy sauce to it too. And to bring to a little sweetness, you always want that balance of sweetness. I have about a tablespoon of hoisin sauce. As you know with me now, you know that there's always a yin and yang between salty and sweet, right? Keep it together. Whether it's Chinese food, Asian food, Thai food, Italian food, you're always going to have a balance of salt and sweet. And once you have that combination, the whole dish will be beautiful. All right? So basically now I'm just going to heat up the water, boil some water, and cook the clams in its base. And we'll add about 2 cups of water. Obviously I'm using a butane stove, so you'll see I'll let it heat up, and then I'll have a cornstarch solution, so a lot of that gravy will stick onto the clams as I saute it, and you'll really, really enjoy the flavor. You could also add a dash of sesame oil if you want, and I'll get the sesame oil here. Okay, and we have a little salt and pepper. Now I do have a metal spatula, but I'm going to use a wood spatula. It's a little easier. So you wait until the water heats up, and I'll get right back to you after it heats up, and I'll put the clams in, okay? Okay, welcome back. The water was boiling. I added the clams. All the clams have opened up. I'm going to take the ones out without the meat in it, how it fell out. Now the whole key here is that the clam itself has its own seawater inside. So it doesn't make a lot of sense if you want to throw all that sauce out. It's going to give it some clam flavor. So I'm going to take out a little bit, as you know, just to take out a little bit. And using this as a gravy, now we're going to add the sauce. So first we're going to add some oyster sauce. That's about 2 tablespoons. Then we'll add about 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce. Then we'll add about 3 tablespoons of Shaoxing wine. We'll add 1 teaspoon of thin soy sauce. And we'll add some pepper. Okay. And we'll combine it all together. Get that sauce into all those clams. And then we'll add a little dark soy sauce. Dark soy sauce, although it says dark soy sauce, it's not really soy sauce. It's more of a coloring agent, caramel coloring. And we'll add about a teaspoon to give it a little color. And then, of course, we'll taste. A combination of sweet and salty is very important. We may want to add a little bit more Shaoxing wine. Okay. So we got a nice flavor. Now let's combine it all together. Let's add some ginger and garlic. Let's add the black beans. Now what we do here is we're going to drain some of the water, and we have the pure black beans, and just squish it with our fingers, and you'll notice that the black beans squish pretty easily. And we'll add it to the sauce. Alright? And we'll combine it all together. The ginger, the garlic, the black beans. Will definitely enhance the flavor of the clams. Okay. So, we'll let it boil a little bit. We'll add a little bit more pepper, white pepper. And we use about 2 teaspoons of white pepper. The cornstarch solution, which is called a slurry solution, is 50% water and 50% cornstarch. Basically, this will thicken up and bring all the flavors together and let it stick onto the clams. It could be watery, but remember, once you add cornstarch solution or a slurry solution, make sure you cook it for a little bit, because sometimes you add the slurry solution and then you start serving it, and then you're going to taste the pasty flavor, and you don't want that. All right? So, cooking. The ginger, scallion, pretty much penetrating the flavor. And then at the very end, we'll add some sesame oil, just a dash. Okay, you see it's boiling a little bit. So this is another way to enjoy clams, rather than have them raw, baked, roasted. You actually have a stir fry here. All right, so it's slowly bubbling. I mean, obviously with a butane stove, it's going to be a little slower. It won't be as hot. We'll add a little bit of cornstarch. And the reason why you want to wash the clam shells, because you're actually going to lick the sauce off the clam shells. It's so delicious. Why not? Add a little bit more. Now you can decide if you want it to be a little thicker. That's really up to you. I don't want it to be runny. Then we'll add scallion. So let it cook. Cornstarch has cooked already. The slurry solution has cooked. Let's taste. Perfect. Okay, so take some of the clams out. And voila, clams with black bean sauce, piping hot. So it was fairly easy to do, and you can see, Chef who can, you can too. That easy, not a problem. All right. Take a bowl of rice. I use jasmine rice. Okay. And we're going to add some of the clams. So this one came without the shell. This one came with the shell, without the shell. This came with the shell. A little scallion to it. Okay. And I'll add a little gravy. And here we go. This is the best part. Take the clam with a piece of scallion and some rice. Get some rice. That sauce. So good. Now, we'll eat the clam with the sauce out. Delicious. Finger licking good. Rice with gravy. Irresistible. So you too can make it. It's so delicious. So if you like what I made, and this was a fast way of making the clams, obviously, please subscribe if you want to see future YouTube videos of me preparing different dishes. Now that it's fall, we'll be in a little bit more, so I'll be cooking a little bit more in terms of traditional cooking to help warm the stomach and the soul. So please subscribe. There's a button there. By subscribing, you'll be notified of all future YouTube videos. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Give me a comment if you have something on your mind or you have a question to ask. But I don't have a production staff, so obviously all this is done by myself. And but it seems that it's working wonders, because I have to say that thank you to all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you joining. Please tell your friends about me. It's Chef Wu Can on YouTube. And my website is chefwucan.com. It's an interesting website. I have a lot of articles, simple recipes, YouTube videos. I'm a restaurant critic and blogger, food blogger. Then I have an Etsy site, chefwucancollection.etsy.com, which I have a number of condiments, sesame honey, cinnamon honey condiments. I have a crunchy garlic chili oil relish. I have pure vanilla Madagascar vanilla bean extract, and I'll be making biscotti and pecan pralines, as well as peanut brittle. And so you'll have your choice for the holidays if you want to send them as gifts. And I do appreciate all that you guys show in terms of interest in my videos. Thank you very much, and aloha. And Chef Wu Can, you can too. It's that easy. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.